Hello and welcome to the ECB rate decision preview. This is arguably one of the most hotly anticipated rate decisions of the year, with the central bank expected to act, and also given the continued divergence with the US Fed, who are looking to hike later this month. In terms of recent rhetoric, Draghi has been particularly dovish and has suggested they are prepared to act this month. This does come despite some pushback by German lawmakers. In terms of what we're actually expecting to see from the central bank, the most likely form of action would be a deposit rate cut, with many suggesting a 10 basis point cut is already priced in. However, given Draghi's tendency to surprise the markets, we could see a deposit rate cut of greater than 10 basis points. Something else we could consider seeing, it'd be an alteration to the quantitative easing program, with some suggesting the possibility of expanding the program by 10 to 15 billion euros per month, or extending it by 6 months to a year. Something else we could see in terms of the QE program would be a change in the makeup of it to include municipal and regional bonds, while separately there have been reports of a tiered charge for any banks hoarding cash. It is of note that this would be of particular detriment to French and German banks. However, one touted solution to this would be a lowering of the minimum required reserves. Something else to consider is the possibility of a refi rate cut. This hasn't been spoken about too much, and therefore this would help Draghi surprise the markets. However, it would have the drawback of having unknown implications, particularly on the financial sector in terms of equities, given the fact that the refi rate is already so low. Finally, if you're looking for a bazooka option, one thing which might be worth considering is the fact that the ECB may earmark cash specifically for infrastructure through providing capital to the EIB. There are legal hurdles to this, and it's unlikely to be mentioned, and we've heard no speculation of it so far. However, considering ECB's potential to play a wild card, it is something to consider, considering these legal hurdles could be overcome if there was enough political will behind it. However, once again, this is a rather unlikely option. To recap, the most likely options are a cut to the deposit rate and also an alteration of quantitative easing. However, we will see tomorrow whether the ECB do choose to act in this way. That's all from me. I wish you all the best trading the event.